And 3, 2.
Hello everybody, Jack Rapella here. If you are an off-road fan, if you are a high horsepower fan, you've come to the right place. Stay with us on this video because check this out. Yes, we are here in Sun City, California at the home of Bradley Morris Racing. He runs Pro 2, Pro 4. There are so many toys in this garage, you're gonna love it. Let's see if we can find Mr. Bradley. There he is. There he is, sir. Thank you so much for having us into the shop. Bradley, first off, this past weekend, we know that sometimes racing is unforgiving. You broke in Pro 2 and Pro 4, so that means a whole lot of work going on here. Tell me about what's going on.
Yeah, we're just kind of running Pro 4 to get a shakedown. Haven't ran it all off season, so I wasn't really expecting too much. And I pulled off before it broke, but I could hear that it was going to break, so I pulled off. Pro 2 really had high hopes. Sucks that it happened, but lost a trainee. We're gonna fix that problem and not have it again, and go and test them this Saturday. Go put a bunch of laps in. Even though I was super sick of the race on Saturday, I stayed on Sunday. Did the regional, did a bunch of laps, and I'm gonna just get as much laps as I can. Make sure the truck's dialed this time, no failures, and I'll be ready. And should be good. Gonna fight strong to get back in that Pro 2 championship for sure.
Yeah, you're a warrior. Pneumonia and bronchitis, and you're not contagious, by the way, right?
I don't know, man.
Okay, we'll find out in a little bit. It's well worth it, anyways. Let's tell me about what they're doing on your Pro 2 over here.
Just putting the rebuilt tranny back in right now. Get ready to go test this Saturday at Arizona. So Joe and Danny and Keaton and John are hammering away on that thing.
This is a side of racing that not a lot of fans get to see. They see the action out there on a Saturday night, but the hours that go in here in the shop, I mean, what's that like?
It's a full-time job for 3 or 4 people out here with sometimes weekends before a race, and yeah, it's kind of a job without a set schedule because you're racing Saturday, Sunday sometimes, and then we got to have stuff done to go next weekend, so we're all back in here Monday all the way till we leave, and then we're gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday, another weekend. And we race modified, desert, and all kinds of other stuff too, so it's not just Pro 2 and Pro 4, and try to do some East Coast stuff in the Pro 4 this year, so sure, it's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of shit. Stuff
That's
to manage.
Okay. So. No rest on the race life, as you can see. Guys, take a look at Bradley's Pro 4. As you can see, look, it's completely stripped down. It's all cleaned up, ready for service, ready for an overhaul. How many hours are we talking about here to get this thing ready?
It just depends on what happened, because if the truck gets crashed and wadded up, then you might be like rebuilding part of the chassis, or if it's like this last race, we had a third member starting to go, and I heard it and stopped. So pretty much all it needs is that, and then just look over and fix what it looks like needs to be serviced. But it's not this isn't too bad, But we're not really trying to run for a championship yet in this thing. I got Kurt and Danny, hopefully really gonna help me with this thing. I'm more focused on Pro 2. It's my driving style of racing sprint cars and modifieds and stuff since I was little. So I like the two-wheel drive stuff for sure, but Pro 4 is wicked fun, and it'd be cool to do good in it one day. But right now I'm focusing on that. Need some more laps and try to drive some more around here and stuff between now and Arizona. And like I said, got a bunch of laps Sunday. Gonna get a bunch of laps this Saturday, and then hopefully get in some circle track stuff and just get me tuned back up. I know I was sick, but I think I could have done better. And obviously the truck failing sucked, but that's racing and that's parts. So just gotta get better ones and make sure it's all good to go 100% for Arizona.
Love it. You're an all-around motorsports guru. Guys, if you can look behind me, I don't know if you can see, there's a mod behind me. There's a Razor. There's a couple dirt bikes back there. I've been told you're not allowed to race the dirt bikes anymore, right? Because you may get hurt. But one other thing I want to talk about before we go, too, is I want to see if we can bring in Tony from K&N. Everybody in motorsports wants to know how to hook up with a great sponsor. I think it's so cool. Tony, nice to see you. You're with K&N. What I think is cool about you two guys is you've been with K&N 17 years, almost the entire time. you guys have been here with Bradley. So what's that been like?
Yeah, you know, Bradley, and it was becoming more of a idea in the short course when it moved to the West Coast, and Bradley was one of the ones in the small carts when they got started in the junior carts, and you know, we were looking at the family as a whole and really what racing contributed to in the junior carts, and it was really about a family effort, right? And so one of the pieces that really attracted us to it was everything and everybody that was out there. And at the time, you know, running the junior carts and the BME Motorsports, they were just a bunch of friends and family that were helping out and giving Bradley his effort. So I kind of latched on and helped them out through those pieces and watched him go. And as he got better and better and moved through the classes from, you know, limited buggy to pro light, and then Pro 4 and Pro 2. So I've watched him go through all those things, and everything that BME's done is kind of synonymous with what K&N's looking for. So
awesome. Well, you guys have done a great job. It's been a great partnership. And I want to talk about one other thing. Asher, we got to bring you in here. I want to introduce you to my good friend Asher, okay? There's an organization called Fallen Patriots that's working closely with K&N, working closely with Bradley Morris. What this organization does is it helps out families who have lost a mom or a dad that was enlisted in the military. Asher, you got an amazing story. Could you please tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, sure. So before I was born, my dad passed away while he was active duty in the military, the Marine Corps to be specific. And as you can imagine, you know, that really put my mom at a, you know, in a big predicament, and also emotionally, you know, financially, all sorts of things. So when it came time for me to go to college, Fallen Patriots, my mother linked out to Fallen Patriots and, you know, asked for help, and they were there from the get-go, right around junior or senior year of high school. So when I finally got accepted to Florida Institute of Technology, which is in Melbourne, Florida, you know, they helped out right away with, you know, expenses in terms of books. You know, they got me a nice laptop, tuition, all sorts of things. And being a student athlete, you know, my grades started going down a little bit, trying to manage the time of being a student athlete, Division II lacrosse, and also studying engineering. So my grades got down a little bit, and they told me, you know, they had to back out and kind of stop helping me until I got my grades back up. So I had to make the sacrifice and, you know, leave that brotherhood of my lacrosse buddies. It was hard, but, you know, at the end it was a good decision, and I got my grades back up, and they helped me graduate with my engineering degree, and I graduated debt-free. So
awesome.
yeah, it was really cool.
Well, it's a great story, man. Again, thank you so much for sharing this story. And I know that you're working with K&N now, so it's going to be great to see you here. Hopefully we'll see you at some of the races. Bradley, Tony, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. It's got to be awesome to represent Fallen Patriots this year, right?
Yep, for sure. And we represented them last year, but to have them on the whole truck this year is awesome, for sure.
So last thing before we leave, what's your goal this year? What's your #1 goal when I come back at the end of the season? What do you want to say in terms of we did it?
I want that Pro 2 championship, but it's going to be hard with that DNF in the first round. So just, you know, as many wins as possible and as few DNFs as possible. That's the goal.
Keep an eye on them this year, guys. So much more exciting action coming in the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. Keep an eye on the K&N machine of Bradley Morris.